Alright, let's say you're done with the finger. I'm gonna use the thumb as an example. So, as stated in the slides, I'm gonna first cut these guys up, cut the tendon. So, as I said in the slide, so this is the starting point, and then you're just gonna start from there and then just unwrap it once and twice for the yellow one. So just cut that, and then for the for the MCP ones, they're gonna be 3 turns. So start from there, and then just 1, 2, and 3, and then that should be good. And then just cut it up right there. Yeah, I already got the other one, so let's start off with the finger curl thing. So when you're done assembling, it's gonna look something like this for the thumb. So first I want you to just have this, and then insert this, the 2 circumference long one, into that thing first. So that's the tip, and that's the finger at the bottom. So I want you to put it in here first, if it goes in. And then also when you're working with the strings, like sometimes it's not stiff enough, so it just won't go in. Just get yourself something like this, and then just push it in little by little, and then that should be good. And then so get the end part. So now you want to insert it into this hole, that hole right there. So that's the fingertip hole. Then just put it all the way out. So just push it in and then put it all the way out. Just make sure that it doesn't collide with anything else. Just push it out like that. Now I'm just gonna pin these down for now because I forgot to do that. Alright, so the top shouldn't move now. Alright, after that, now I want you to put the tip guy into the 3rd slot here. So there's 1, 2, 3. And then, like, it can be dirty sometimes. Just try to straighten it out, and then just put it in there like that, just like that. So you should look something like this, going in from here all the way to there. And then I want you to just knot, make one little knot here, just like that, a simple knot, and then just push it all the way down, and then it should be on there, right there. And then get the TPU skin part, which looks like this. Like that's for the tip, and then just insert that like that there, and then pin those down. And then now it should be good. And then after you're done, I'm not sure if this is pinned down for you right now, but I'm gonna pin these down because I don't have them pinned down right now. Just pin them down, and then you have the finger right here. And then after you're done with that, right, you probably don't have these 2 pins right here. And then this is for it to go smoothly, so like when you do that, it just goes all the way out, and then these pins stops it from going all the way out. So just pin these down, and then it should be good, just like that. Alright, so that's the yellow line as presented, and then we're gonna move on to the blue line, or was it green? It is, no, it's a green one. Okay, get the long one, the 3 circumference one, and then there's gonna be like a little hole here, like a little hole right there, and then I want you to put it through, just like that. Just put it all the way through, and then while you're doing that, just grab the 2 ends here and then just straighten it out, so like it's like equal on each side. And then after you've done that, just grab one by like one side right here, And then this is the tricky part. So I'm not sure if you can see it right here, but so you need the string to be like up there, not like down here, up there. So when it's up there, right, you're gonna bring the one end. So I'm using this end right here, and then you have to reinsert it. So you gotta make sure those things are up there so it has some space to go in by. So just insert it. Now this is quite tricky. I could increase the size a little, but yeah. Hold on. So it needs to go to the like the bottom, not the top of this guy. So this guy needs to go under this guy. And then after you've done that, where did it go? Oh my god. Okay. I just put it back in again. Right there, and then just straighten it out like that. So another thing to be careful here. So when you're doing that, this guy, the end might be in here, which just which just knots the whole thing. Just so make sure that it's like outside here. So like they're like two different things, and then around like here, like where the thing can go in, just insert it right there and tie a knot. Right there, just tie a knot. Like that. Just like that, and then same thing for the other side. So insert it right there on the bottom. Boom, and then make sure that these two ain't colliding. So like this should be on the top and this should be on the bottom, like that. Top and bottom. It shouldn't be like this guy is like up here and then this guy is at the bottom. So this guy should be at the top and this guy should be at the bottom. Like they should be like completely separated. And then now go back up and then just push it through and tie a knot again. So when you're tying this knot, just go like up and down and then just spin it on both sides like that. And then that is good for the MCP up and down like that. And then now, hold on, so I forgot to put the pins here. Just make sure these 4 pins are in first, like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm just gonna insert this guy now, because I forgot to do that. Alright. Just insert them here, just like that. And then when it's inserted, you see that little hole, right? Like hole right there. I want you to put all the 3 things, 3 tendons, into that hole from this side, where it's gonna connect. I suggest just putting it one by one. So there's 1, and there's 2. Oh, there's 2. And there is 3. Where's 3? And there's 3. Okay, just like that. And then just push it all the way. And then just grab like somewhere tight around here and then just push this guy in. Is that the right orientation? Nope. This side. Like that. Then that should be good. Also make sure the pins are in here first, which I forgot, but don't do that. And then now for the final tendon, it's gonna be the same exact thing. Same exact thing as the last one, the MCP one. Put that in two end here, and then just straighten it out, and then grab it by one side, and then get one side, and then make sure it goes below. I mean, it's, you can just find another way to knot this, but these like tendons just have to be in their place, or there will be a lot of errors. Just like that. Remember, as I said, this shouldn't be on the top, this should be at the bottom, so just push that in. And then once it's there, push that in again to knot it. Just like that. I mean, this itself doesn't really move that much. I mean, kind of moves, I guess. Just knot it really tightly. Okay. Same thing on the other side. So let it go through the bottom, and then this one line should be at the bottom, and then one more time, just knot it like that, and then boom, should be done with everything now. Okay. So these are the 5 tendons on each finger. So that's the yellow one, and these guys are the green ones, and that's the blue one right there. And then now, so for the thumb, I'll just show you how to put it. So this is just like a small version of this, like just that, so don't worry about what this is. So the way to put it is, so every single holes, like right here, is gonna be like 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, 2 and 3, and 2 and 3, something like that. And then these 2 holes are specifically for these 2, the blue lines. The blue lines and the 3 lines are for these guys. And then, so first figure out which orientation it's gonna go in. It's gonna go in like that. Like that, so just put this on the ground. So we know this guy wants to go into this hole, this left hole. Hold on. Try to put these 2 guys first. It will just make your life easier. You can just put it in like that, and then it should come out from whatever hole there is. And then after that, just put the other guy in. Other guy right there. So it's like the same exact process for other 4 fingers, the index, middle, ring, and pinky. Yeah. So after you've done that, so you first have to find what's the yellow and what's the blue line. So just pull them, honestly. Just pull them. That's the blue line. That's the blue line, and that's the yellow line because the finger moves. So first you wanna put the yellow one first, so you don't get messed up later. So yellow one is always in the middle one right there. Just put that in, and then it should come out like so. And then when you're doing the blue ones, just make sure that they're not tangled, like they're not intersecting each other, like in there, like you see in there. So the right one goes up like that, so I'm just gonna put it in. I mean the orientation of the green ones, the MCP up and down, doesn't really matter because we can just change the counterclockwise and clockwise of the motor itself, but yeah. Alright, so I'm having a problem where it doesn't go in that well. Okay, never mind. But when you're having that problem, just get a tweezer and just push it in like that. That should make your life easier. Okay. Then the last one, like that. Just push it in little by little. And then it should come out like that. Okay. So you're gonna check if any of these are like intersecting. They're not, they're in their respective region. So that should just go straight down, straight down. That's good. So just get these like straightened out a little. Straightened out like that, and then just pull, 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 and then bam, like that. Also, when you're tensioning these later, you have to make sure that they're in line of where they're supposed to be. Like this should be straight and not like out of the line here. Like for example, like it shouldn't be like that. It should be in their respective region. So like for example, like this is out of place. So when you're tensioning them later, just make sure these are in place before you tension it. Like that. Yeah, just get a tweezer, it'll just make your life easier. Yeah, so that's basically it for tensioning. You can just use the same exact thing for these guys. Just put the finger down, put these two holes first, and then the middle, then left or right, doesn't matter.